Remember this, guys. You're the cup, she's the water. The water conforms to the cup. That's just the way that it is. Yeah, you are the rocks that the waves crash upon it in the stormy seas. That's just how things are. And when you set that tone, you say that's just how things are. She's either going to accept it or she's going to reject it. And if she rejects it, that's just information telling you that she doesn't like you enough. It's as simple as that, right? Siege says here, hey, Rich and Moff, first time super chatting your channel. Just got done fact checking some dude dissing you on X. Rich, have a good show. Okay, thanks. I don't know what happened on X, but appreciate the support.
And just really quick on that point again, like this is, you guys have to be willing to walk away. This is why I think guys would rather cut bait than even test it out, because it's easier just be like, oh, red flag, gone, before you have any investment, before you've been with the girl, before you spend time with her, before you hung out with her. I get it, man. Girls are sometimes fun to be around. They're enjoyable to be around. Sex is cool. It's fun. Bedroom Olympics is all fine, well, and good. I get it. But when you're telling me that you'd rather just cut bait right off the bat, what you're communicating is you don't have the skill or the wherewithal to not compromise on your boundaries for a chick that makes you feel good. You're basically saying, I'm not going to even run the risk because I don't have the ability to guard that border and that line in the sand. It's better just to not do it right off the bat. And that, I don't think that's a viable strategy, because again, I think that every girl that comes into your life, every plate that you spin is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to practice. It's an opportunity to exercise boundaries and control and living your life and not letting a girl throw you off course. Because guess what? What's going to happen the first time that a girl does come into your life that you do like? You're not going to have any practice drawing boundaries. Like maybe things are all great. She doesn't exhibit the red flags, and maybe you do give the commitment, and maybe 6 months down the road, you find out that she's a nightmare to deal with in this certain social situation. Well, guess what? Because you have never practiced drawing down boundaries, saying, hey, stop that, I don't put up with that, she's going to walk all over you, man. So again, I'm not telling guys to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I'm not telling guys to simp over women. I'm saying that you can get practice with women. And if you want to cut bait when she asks for more of your time because she exhibits red flags, perfectly fine, well and good. But you'll miss out on building a lot of skill, and you'll miss out on getting a lot of good reps in practice if the first time a girl does something that's a little bit like, if you just never talk to her again. That's my whole stance on this thing.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're in a position to dismiss a gal because of a social media account that you come across for the first time, I would hope it's because you've got like 10 other options on the go.
Sure.
And you're busy and you don't want to waste your time.
Right.
Right. Otherwise,
but if that's not the case, build a roster, man. Build a rotation. Get those plates spinning.
Build a rotation. Learn how to deal with them. Guys, I really can't emphasize this enough. The key to doing well and having a good experience with women is attraction and value. The more attractive you are, the higher you value, the less bullshit you put up with, and the easier she'll make dealing with her. It's just a fact of life. That's just what it boils down to. And by the way, the byproduct of doing all that work is you probably have more money. You'll probably be more interesting. You'll have a better network. This is why Moff and I put together such a complete course on the school community platform, giving you guys everything you need to get where you want to go. You want to make more money. You want to fix your health. You want to deal with women better. We've got like lesson after lesson after lesson in there. It's very, very complete. I think with that being said, we don't really have anything else to add to these three. We've got more in the coming weeks. We'll probably just do one entire episode on single moms, because that takes a lot to cover. What's this over here? Riz Moff, you're speaking to the younger men. If we have been with women and married, had kids, divorced, or not too keen on trying again. I get that a lot of guys
Who the fuck is saying anything about getting married, dude? Like, when did I say get fucking married? Like, this is my fucking problem with you guys. You just hear what you want to fucking hear.
Hear me out, because I think I'm reading him a little bit differently than you. It sounds like he's saying, like, I've already been with women and I've been married and I've got my kids and I've been divorced. I'm really not that interested in dealing with women again. And I get that. But what that boils down to is not setting sufficient boundaries, right? Like, if you're a guy my age, I'm divorced, I got, my kid, I'm definitely not going to get married again. If any chick brings it up, it's like, marriage is really important to me. I want to get married. Not in Canada. That's completely off the table. I'm not inviting the state in my house. It's entirely possible to love a woman and not be married to her. And that's just the way things are. And if she has a problem with that, you just move on from it. I mean, just don't deal with bad behavior. Don't deal with women that make your life difficult. And like I said earlier, the key to all this is value and attractiveness. And if you're fat, out of shape, you get out of the shower, you can't see your Johnson, you can't see your feet because your belly's covering the whole thing. That's what I would be working on, not, women suck or any of those things. Like, this isn't the He-Man woman hater club. Okay. Like, what we do is we point to the facts and we lay out things for you in a clear, concise way so that you can get the results that you're looking for. And, we hope that you guys do the work. And if you don't want to deal with chicks, don't deal with chicks. We don't care either way. It doesn't matter to us. But announcing that women suck or I don't want to deal with women or whatever, I've already got my kids, is like, you're basically saying, well, I'm going to take my toys and I'm going to leave the sandbox and I'll go play over here by myself. Right. And it's like, you kind of sent your own way. You're not a man going your own way. I think you did a thing on this with men going their own way.
Oh, I got a lot of hate for it. Yeah.
Did you?
I mean, look, and I said this like 10 minutes. Oh my God. You should read the comments. Yeah. I said this like 10 minutes ago, man. Like, dude, I tell guys, I'm like, if you already have kids, I don't see a reason for guys to pursue LTRs unless they want to have kids or have more kids. Like, if I was ever to get in that position where I had kids and I, got with a chick and I didn't want to have any more, dude, I would just spin plates forever. So again, I'm only talking to the guys that want to do the LTR thing. If you don't want to do that, then don't. But again, MGTOW is just a giant cope. Like, there's no such thing. Like, I don't know a single guy out there that makes a bunch of money, that's jacked, that's influential, that has charisma, that has status, and that has his option to get his whatever woman he wants and just chooses to not deal with him on any basis. It's just not a thing. So that's my only thing. Like, I'm not talking, don't tell me who I'm talking to, because I'm talking to everybody here. This is the problem. Like, I'm trying to talk to you guys about this as a nuanced opinion. And it's like, oh, you're talking to, but I'm married and I've been divorced. And it's like, no, dude, like, just listen to what I'm saying without trying to put your argument into my mouth. I promise. I work with single guys. I work with married guys. I work with divorced guys. I work with guys that build rotations. Like, there's nobody with any sort of situation that I haven't met or had conversations with that I don't work with. So, all due respect, man, like, just listen to what I'm saying instead of rushing to this conclusion of who I'm talking to. Because I'm talking to guys that also have been divorced before and that have kids as well. And there's a lot of guys out there that are divorced and that do want to get back into the LTR game. That's actually more common than you think. There's a lot of guys that are married and divorced that don't know who they are outside of a long-term relationship or marriage. And those guys are the ones that need to hold those boundaries. And not only that, like, boundaries don't even have to just apply to women, man. Like, you can draw healthy boundaries with anybody, with friends, with family members, with coworkers, with bosses, with employees. It is never a bad idea to be practicing drawing boundaries in your life. So again, look at these opportunities as areas for practice and to sharpen and hone your skills. Even if you're not using them for women, they can be good targets, or they can be good practice options, or, paper plate targets, if you will. So in any case, Rizzo, I know you're a long-term watcher and you're a long-term fan, man. So I don't mean to go nuts on you. And I know you're not the LTR. Cool, man. Then don't do the LTR thing. Like, no one has said anybody has to do the LTR thing. But there's a lot of guys that do want the LTR, but deep down they do want it, but they say, oh, well, it's not worth it, or this and that and the other. I just don't agree, like, with any of that nonsense.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here, where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.